Are you prepared for the upcoming surge in grocery prices? Experts predict that food costs will rise by nearly 5% in 2025, contributing to a staggering 40% increase over the past 5 years. In today's video, we'll reveal the 10 essential grocery products you must stockpile before February to safeguard your pantry and your wallet. Don't wait until it's too late. Missing these items could cost you more than you think. February 2025 is shaping up to be a challenging month for consumers, as a convergence of factors threatens to disrupt food supplies and increase costs. Historically, February is a month marked by severe winter weather, which often disrupts transportation routes and delays deliveries, leaving store shelves empty. On top of this, global supply chain issues, compounded by lingering pandemic-era vulnerabilities, continue to affect the availability of key products. Additionally, inflation remains a constant concern, with food prices already having risen by 22% in the past 4 years. We expect groceries to become even more expensive due to potential new tariffs on imports and increasing operational costs for retailers. Together, these factors create the perfect storm, making it imperative to prepare now. Stockpiling essential groceries is not just about saving money. It's about ensuring your family remains well-fed and secure during unpredictable times. Number 1. Long-lasting proteins. Imagine this. A sudden storm hits, roads are impassable, and grocery store shelves are bare. Yet, in your kitchen, you're serving a delicious, protein-packed chili thanks to the foresight of stockpiling canned meats and beans. These pantry staples are more than just convenient. They're lifesavers in times of uncertainty. Canned meats like chicken, tuna, and salmon offer high-quality protein essential for muscle maintenance and overall health. A single can of tuna can provide around 42 grams of protein, making it a powerhouse for muscle maintenance. Plus, they boast impressive shelf lives, often lasting up to 5 years when stored properly. Beans, whether black, pinto, or chickpeas, are not only rich in protein, but also packed with fiber, aiding digestion and keeping you full longer. Half a cup of cooked chickpeas contains about 6 grams of protein. Their versatility allows them to be used in various recipes, from soups to salads, ensuring your meals remain diverse and flavorful. In recent years, there's been a surge in demand for plant-based proteins, with consumers seeking sustainable and health-conscious options. This trend has led to a wider variety of canned legumes and plant-based protein products hitting the shelves, providing more choices for those looking to diversify their protein sources. Stockpiling these long-lasting proteins isn't just about preparation, it's about peace of mind. Knowing that you have a reliable source of nutrition, regardless of external circumstances, brings comfort and security to your household. So, as you plan your pantry, consider adding a variety of canned meats and beans. They're affordable, nutritious, and most importantly, shelf-stable, ready to support you and your family whenever needed. By incorporating these staples into your emergency food supply, you're not just preparing for the unexpected, you're ensuring that no matter what comes your way, your family can enjoy wholesome, protein-rich meals. Don't wait for the next crisis to act. Start building your stockpile today. Number 2. Shelf-stable carbohydrates. Imagine this. It's a cold February morning, and a winter storm has knocked out power in your neighborhood. Roads are icy, and the grocery store shelves emptied out days ago. You open your pantry, and there it is. A stash of rice, pasta, and oats, ready to be turned into hearty meals for your family. These simple, shelf-stable carbohydrates aren't just staples, they're lifesavers. Rice, for example, is one of the most versatile and long-lasting foods you can have. Did you know that white rice, if stored properly in an airtight container, can last up to 30 years? Brown rice is packed with nutrients, but has a shorter shelf life due to its natural oils, about 6 months to a year, unless vacuum sealed. As of late 2024, rice prices have been rising globally due to export restrictions from major producers like India. Stocking up now could save you money and stress when supply tightens further. Pasta, on the other hand, is an easy, crowd-pleasing option. Whether it's spaghetti, macaroni, or penne, This humble carbohydrate is a cornerstone of emergency meals. With endless recipes and a storage life of 1-2 years, it's a no-brainer for your pantry. Plus, recent trends show an increase in demand for alternative pastas made from lentils, chickpeas, or quinoa. Great options for those looking to add protein or cater to dietary restrictions. If you spot these on sale, grab a few boxes. And then there are oats. Whether quick cooking or steel cut, oats are an underrated hero in emergencies. They're filling, easy to prepare, and incredibly versatile. You can use them for breakfast, as a base for baking, or even as a savory addition to soups and casseroles. A report from the USDA shows that oat production has remained steady, but with growing popularity among health-conscious consumers, prices are expected to inch up in 2025. Stockpile now and take advantage of deals while they last. These shelf-stable carbohydrates are more than just ingredients. They're insurance against uncertainty. They provide comfort, sustenance, and flexibility in times of need. So, as you plan your stockpile, don't underestimate the power of a 20-pound bag of rice, a few pounds of pasta, or a couple of canisters of oats. These simple items could make all the difference in keeping your family well-fed and stress-free when it matters most. Number 3. Cooking essentials. Stock up before prices spike. Imagine this. You're preparing your favorite family meal, a comforting stew, or a holiday dessert. But you suddenly realize you're out of oil or sugar. You head to the store, only to find the shelves bare or the prices double what you paid last month. This scenario isn't far-fetched. With global supply chains under strain and inflation on the rise, cooking essentials like oil, salt, and sugar are becoming increasingly expensive and harder to find. Let's talk about why this is happening. According to recent reports, the prices of cooking oils, such as canola and sunflower, are skyrocketing due to ongoing conflicts in major exporting regions and climate-related crop failures. Sugar production has also taken a hit, with droughts impacting harvests in Brazil, one of the world's largest producers. As for salt, increased transportation costs and energy prices have driven up costs for manufacturers, which are now being passed on to consumers. Here's a striking statistic. Cooking oil prices rose by nearly 20% last year alone, and experts predict this trend will continue. Even salt, a pantry staple we often take for granted, has seen price increases of 15% globally. The worst part? These items aren't just getting pricier, they're disappearing quickly during times of high demand. So, what can you do to prepare? Stock up now while prices are still manageable. Look for sales on bulk quantities of oil, sugar, and salt at warehouse stores or during seasonal promotions. These items are versatile, have a long shelf life, and can help you stretch your food budget in the months ahead. Consider buying sugar in airtight containers to protect it from humidity, and opt for refined oils, which tend to last longer in storage. Don't wait until you're scrambling to find these essentials at the last minute. A little planning now can save you stress, and a lot of money later. Plus, you'll have peace of mind knowing your pantry is ready for whatever comes next. Number 4. Canned vegetables and fruits. Canned vegetables and fruits are a pantry powerhouse, and their value goes far beyond convenience. Imagine this. It's a bitterly cold February evening, and you're preparing a comforting stew. You grab a can of diced tomatoes and some green beans from your shelf, ingredients picked and preserved at their peak freshness months ago. What you're opening isn't just a quick fix, it's a jar of nutrition and flavor, perfectly sealed to stand the test of time. Recent studies have shown that canned vegetables and fruits often retain as many nutrients as their fresh counterparts, and in some cases, even more. For example, canned tomatoes are actually higher in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant, because the heat used during canning increases its availability. But it's not just about the health benefits. In today's world of rising food prices, canned goods are becoming an unsung hero. Did you know the global canned food market is projected to hit over $126 billion in the next decade? That's a reflection of how people are rediscovering the practical and economic advantages of these staples. Stocking up on canned vegetables and fruits isn't just smart, it's essential. Their shelf life can extend 2 to 5 years, meaning you'll always have access to healthy ingredients, even when fresh options are limited or overpriced. And unlike fresh produce, which might spoil before you get a chance to use it, canned items are perfectly preserved, reducing food waste while saving you money. Think about how versatile these products are. Canned peas and carrots can be tossed into a quick stir fry, while canned peaches make an easy topping for yogurt or desserts. Don't overlook canned beans, which are technically vegetables too. They're protein-packed and incredibly filling. With a variety of options available, from mixed vegetables to tropical fruits, you can create hearty meals or refreshing side dishes with minimal effort. Plus, many brands are now focusing on reduced sodium and BPA-free packaging, making canned goods a healthier choice than ever. As you plan your pantry for the unpredictable months ahead, don't just think of canned vegetables and fruits as emergency food. See them as a vital part of your everyday cooking. Stockpile them now, and you'll thank yourself later when prices climb or winter storms make a grocery trip impossible. Remember, these humble cans are your ticket to delicious, nutritious, and stress-free meals any time of year. Number 5. Dry milk powder. A baker's secret weapon. Picture this. You're in your kitchen, whipping up your favorite bread or baking a decadent cake for your family. You measure out the flour, the sugar, the eggs. Everything seems perfect, but something's missing. That rich, creamy flavor and soft texture you love in bakery-quality goods. Enter the unsung hero of your pantry, dry milk powder. For families and bakers alike, this versatile staple can transform your cooking and baking game. But why is it so special? Dry milk powder, also known as powdered milk, isn't just a backup when you're out of fresh milk. It's a powerhouse ingredient that enhances everything from flavor to texture in your favorite recipes. When added to bread dough, for example, it acts as a natural tenderizer, creating a softer, fluffier crumb. Cakes and cookies? They'll taste richer and have a better structure, making them less likely to crumble. And here's a little-known bonus. The lactose in dry milk powder promotes beautiful browning, giving your baked goods that warm, golden hue that's Instagram-worthy. What makes dry milk powder even more appealing is its convenience. Fresh milk spoils quickly, but powdered milk can sit in your pantry for months, sometimes even years. It's always there when you need it, whether you're baking, cooking, or even making creamy soups and sauces. And for preppers or anyone watching their grocery bill, it's a cost-effective alternative that stretches your budget while ensuring you're never without a reliable source of dairy. Now, let's talk trends. As plant-based eating continues to grow in popularity, plant-based milk powders have emerged as excellent options for people with dietary restrictions or preferences. Soy, oat, and coconut milk powders offer similar benefits to traditional milk powder, providing creaminess and texture to vegan and dairy-free recipes. Whether you're baking a loaf of bread, mixing pancake batter, or crafting a delicious vegan dessert, these alternatives deliver results that don't compromise on taste or quality. Here's a pro tip for baking with dry milk powder. Always mix it into your dry ingredients before adding wet components. This ensures even distribution, so every bite of your creation is perfectly balanced. Need to substitute it for fresh milk? Just reconstitute it with water according to the package instructions, and you're good to go. But the magic of dry milk powder doesn't stop at baking. You can use it to make creamy mashed potatoes, thicken soups, or even whip up homemade hot cocoa. Its versatility is unmatched, and its value extends far beyond the kitchen. It's a prepper's dream, nutritious, shelf-stable, and ready to use in emergencies or everyday meals. So, the next time you're stocking your pantry, don't overlook this unassuming staple. Dry milk powder is more than just a backup. It's a game changer that can elevate your cooking, save you money, and give you peace of mind knowing you're prepared for whatever life throws your way. Whether you're a seasoned chef or a home baker just starting out, this is one ingredient you'll never regret having on hand. Number 6. Snacks and energy boosters. A great morale boost in tough times. Let's talk about snacks. Picture this. It's been a long, stressful day. You're trying to juggle work, family, and the growing uncertainty in the world. As you reach for a bag of almonds or a granola bar, there's a moment of comfort, a small reminder that even in the toughest times, little joys can make a big difference. That's the power of having the right snacks on hand. Research shows that energy-packed snacks, like nuts, seeds, and granola bars, aren't just great for satisfying hunger. They're also critical for maintaining your mental and physical well-being during challenging situations. According to the Harvard School of Public Health, nuts are a powerhouse of nutrients, rich in heart-healthy fats, protein, and antioxidants. These are the kinds of snacks that keep you going when the going gets tough. Now, let's look at granola bars, specifically those fortified with oats, honey, and dried fruits. These bars provide quick, sustained energy thanks to their slow-digesting carbs, perfect for when you need a pick-me-up without crashing. A 2024 survey by the Grocery Manufacturers Association found that granola bar sales have increased by 12% as more people stock up for both convenience and emergency preparedness. Popular brands are even introducing new flavors like dark chocolate sea salt and honey almond crunch to cater to evolving tastes. But it's not just about the calories. Snacks play a psychological role too. Studies from the American Psychological Association reveal that foods associated with comfort can help reduce stress hormones like cortisol, which spike during emergencies. So when times get tough, a handful of trail mix might be more than just a snack. It's a morale boost. Here's a tip. When stockpiling snacks, prioritize variety, mix in protein bars for energy, nuts for satiety, and even a few indulgent treats like dark chocolate or flavored popcorn. These options can keep spirits high and energy steady. Also, opt for snacks with longer shelf lives and resealable packaging to minimize waste. Brands like Kind and Nature Valley are excellent choices for their robust packaging and nutrient-dense ingredients. As you prep your pantry for February, don't underestimate the value of having a stash of snacks and energy boosters. They're not just sustenance. They're little pockets of joy and resilience that can make all the difference when life throws you a curveball. Number 7. Emergency hydration. Ensuring access to water when it matters most. Imagine a sudden natural disaster, a hurricane, earthquake, or severe winter storm strikes your community. In an instant, the tap runs dry and store shelves are stripped of bottled water. Without a proper emergency water supply, you and your family could face dehydration, compounding the crisis at hand. The importance of emergency water storage water is essential for survival, playing a critical role in hydration, cooking, sanitation, and hygiene. In emergency situations, access to clean and safe water can be severely compromised, making it crucial to have a reliable supply on hand. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, recommends storing at least 1 gallon of water per person per day for a minimum of 3 days, with a 2-week supply being even more ideal. This ensures you have enough water for drinking, cooking, and basic hygiene needs during a crisis. When preparing your emergency water supply, consider the following storage options. Commercially bottled water. Unopened, commercially bottled water is the safest and most reliable source for emergencies. Store these bottles in a cool, dark place and observe the expiration dates to ensure safety. Food-grade water storage containers. If you choose to fill your own containers, use FDA-approved food-grade water storage containers. These can be found at surplus or camping supply stores and are designed to safely store water for extended periods. Water bricks. These sturdy plastic bricks come in 1.6 and 3.5 gallon sizes and offer an optional spigot for convenient water dispensing. Their stackable design makes them ideal for maximizing storage space. The Provident Prepper. Maintaining your emergency water supply. To ensure your stored water remains safe and palatable, regular replacement. If you are filling containers with water to store, replace the water every 6 months to prevent contamination. Commercially bottled water should be used by the expiration date. Proper storage conditions. Store water in a cool, dark place away from direct sunlight and chemicals. Avoid storing water containers in areas where toxic substances, such as gasoline or pesticides, are present, as vapors can permeate plastic over time. Incorporating electrolyte solutions. In addition to water, consider stocking electrolyte powders or solutions. These can be vital during emergencies, especially in situations involving excessive sweating, illness, or dehydration. Electrolytes help maintain fluid balance and muscle function, which are crucial during stressful situations. Recent trends show a surge in the popularity of electrolyte drinks, with many people incorporating them into their daily routines for enhanced hydration. In times of crisis, access to clean water is not just a convenience, it's a lifeline. By proactively preparing and maintaining an emergency water supply, you ensure that you and your loved ones can face unforeseen challenges with resilience and confidence. Remember, water might not always be accessible. Taking steps now to secure your emergency hydration needs is a crucial investment in your safety and well-being. Number 8. Canned tuna and salmon. Here's why canned tuna and salmon should be at the top of your stockpiling list. Trust me, your future self will thank you for this one. Listen to this. Tuna prices jumped 17% just in the last quarter, and industry experts are predicting another sharp rise by February. But that's not even the crazy part. Major suppliers are already warning about upcoming shortages due to new fishing regulations and changing ocean temperatures. Let's talk protein. A single can of tuna packs about 20 grams of protein. That's the same as 3 eggs. And salmon? Even better with omega-3s that would cost you 3 times more if you bought them as supplements. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. 3 of the largest tuna processing plants in Thailand, which handles 40% of global production, are facing major operational challenges. They're running at just 60% capacity due to worker shortages and new regulations. Plus, the recent fuel cost spikes are making fishing trips more expensive than ever. Smart move? Grab those multi-packs now. Last year, people who stocked up in January saved an average of $2.50 per can by February. Look for the water-packed varieties. They last longer and are healthier anyway. Store them in a cool, dry place, and they'll stay good for up to 3 years. Quick tip: don't just go for the fancy brands. Store brands often come from the same processing plants and can save you up to 40%. And remember, wild-caught pink salmon offers almost the same nutritional value as sockeye, at half the price. Don't wait on this one. My local store manager mentioned they're already seeing supply delays, and prices are creeping up weekly. Number 9. Sugar. All right, folks. Let's talk about something that might seem totally obvious, but trust me, you'll want to hear this one out. It's sugar. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Really? Sugar? But stick with me because this might be the most surprising item on our list. Here's the deal. The sugar market is going absolutely crazy right now, and I mean crazy. Global sugar prices just smashed through records, hitting their highest point in more than a decade. We're not talking about some small bump here. Prices shot up by a whopping 45% since last summer, and let me tell you why this matters to your wallet. See, Brazil, which is basically the sugar king of the world, got hammered by some seriously nasty weather. We're talking floods in some areas, drought in others. It's a mess. And just when we needed other countries to step up, India goes and cuts back on their exports. Talk about terrible timing. But wait. It gets even more interesting. Remember those supply chain issues everyone kept talking about? Well, they're back with a vengeance in the sugar industry. Major suppliers are struggling with everything from shipping containers to labor shortages. And here's something that'll blow your mind. Some experts are predicting we might see sugar prices double in certain regions by next year. Double! That's not just a problem for your morning coffee. It affects literally everything from bread to preserved fruits. Now here's where things get really interesting. Most people think of sugar as just that sweet stuff you put in your coffee or use for baking. But let me tell you, sugar is like the Swiss Army knife of your pantry. First off, it's a natural preservative. Those grandmas who made incredible jams that lasted forever? Yep, sugar was their secret weapon. But it gets better. Did you know that sugar is crucial for bread making? Your yeast literally needs it to work its magic. And if you're into any kind of food preservation, which, let's be honest, we all should be right now, sugar is absolutely essential. But here's the real kicker. And this is something that blows people's minds when I tell them properly stored sugar never goes bad. And when I say never, I mean never. This isn't like those best before dates on canned goods that are more like suggestions. Sugar, when stored right, is literally immortal. Fun fact: archaeologists found honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that was still perfectly good. Sugar has similar properties. Mind-blowing, right? Let me share a couple of pro tips that most people don't know about storing sugar. First, toss a couple of bay leaves into your sugar container. Sounds weird, right? But it's an old-school trick that keeps bugs away naturally. No nasty chemicals needed. And if you're in a humid area like I am, throw in a moisture absorber packet. It's like giving your sugar a little protective force field. Here's another thing to consider. Sugar isn't just for eating. In tough times, it becomes incredibly valuable for bartering. Think about it. Everyone needs sugar, and if you've got extra when prices are through the roof, you're sitting on gold. I'm not saying hoard the stuff, but having a decent stockpile is just smart planning. And let's talk numbers for a second. A 10-pound bag of sugar right now might cost you around $8.10, depending on where you live. But with these price predictions, that same bag could easily hit $15.20 by next year. Do the math. Stocking up on just 5 bags could save you enough money to cover a whole week's worth of groceries. The bottom line? Don't sleep on sugar. It's not panic buying. It's smart prepping. And unlike some other stockpile items, sugar isn't taking up freezer space or going bad anytime soon. It's literally one of the safest stockpiling bets you can make right now. Just remember, store it in an airtight container, keep it cool and dry, and you're golden. Future you will thank present you for this one. Trust me. Number 10. Special dietary needs. Stock up now to avoid being left out. Later, imagine walking into your local grocery store, only to find your essential gluten-free pasta or favorite vegan snack missing from the shelves. This scenario is becoming increasingly common as supply chain disruptions and rising demand for specialty products create a perfect storm for those with specific dietary needs. Recent reports highlight that individuals requiring gluten-free or vegan options are facing higher prices and limited availability. For instance, the price premium for free-from foods varies significantly between supermarkets, with some retailers charging up to 65% more for such products compared to their standard equivalents. This financial strain is particularly burdensome for those with allergies or intolerances, such as celiac disease, who must adhere to strict diets. Moreover, the global gluten-free food market is projected to grow from $7.28 billion in 2024 to $13.81 billion by 2032, reflecting a compound annual growth rate, CAGR, of 8.33%. This surge in demand, coupled with supply chain challenges, means that specialty products may become scarce, especially during peak shopping periods. To ensure you have access to the foods that meet your dietary requirements, it's prudent to stock up on essential gluten-free and vegan items now. Focus on non-perishable staples like gluten-free grains, plant-based proteins, and dairy alternatives. By building a well-rounded pantry, you can navigate potential shortages and avoid the disappointment of missing out on necessary foods. Remember, preparation is key. Don't wait until the shelves are empty. Act now to secure the specialty items that are vital to your health and well-being. How to stockpile. Smartly. Stockpiling isn't about frantically clearing shelves or hoarding items you'll never use. It's about being thoughtful and strategic. Picture this: a neatly organized pantry with everything your family needs, all while saving money. That's the goal. Start by focusing on the staples your family already loves, whether it's pasta, rice, or canned vegetables. Buy in bulk when they're on sale, and keep an eye on expiration dates. Rotate items so that older ones are used first, ensuring nothing goes to waste. Shopping smartly also means resisting impulse buys. Sure, it's tempting to grab that trendy survival food, but if it's not practical for your household, skip it. Instead, spend that money on versatile items you know will get eaten. The key here is preparation, not panic. Let me leave you with one final pro tip. Make a plan. It's so easy to forget critical items in the hustle of shopping, And that's where a checklist becomes your secret weapon. Download our free prepper checklist linked in the description below. It's packed with everything you need to stock up smartly without the guesswork. Trust me, this simple step can save you both time and stress and ensure your family is ready for anything. Plus, crossing items off a checklist is just plain satisfying, isn't it? You've got this. These 10 grocery products are your safety net for February and beyond. Don't wait until prices soar or shelves empty out. Start prepping today and give yourself peace of mind. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe for more prepping tips, and share your own must-have items in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and build a community of smart, prepared shoppers. Until next time, happy prepping.